children taken away from their mother because of her alleged drug addiction.
But the mom says she has never taken drugs in her life. Atlanta News First investigator Sierra Cummings found the drug test itself could be to blame.
I made this for her on her first birthday.
Rachel Fuller shows us her 4-year-old daughter's bedroom.
It just feels empty.
Across the hall, there's one for her 3-year-old son, too. Neither toddler is home. In fact, the children have not been in years.
Where are they?
My rights have actually been terminated.
The last time Rachel saw them was February 2024, but this case goes back to 2020, the first time she gave birth. Per stated process after labor and delivery, the hospital drug screened mom and her newborn. They tested positive for methamphetamine.
I was shocked.
Georgia's Division of Family and Children's Services, DFACS, intervened, eventually taking custody of Rachel's daughter. When she later gave birth to a son, she says because of the ongoing open case, the state agency took custody of him too.
She loves unicorns.
So to get her kids back, she agreed to random drug screens.
Have you ever done drugs?
I've never done drugs.
The mom thought the mandated test would prove her innocence. Instead, DFACS records said it repeatedly proved Rachel was positive for meth.
When you know you don't use a drug, but everyone around you is looking at you and they have these tests, you know, in the beginning I didn't understand why I was failing.
Until recently.
I have very severe asthma to the point where I've been intubated and all kinds of stuff.
Medical records document it as a chronic problem. The solution? Inhalers.
I take an inhaler, a nasal inhaler, because my asthma is congestion associated.
The inhaler shrinks blood vessels and tissue to open up airways. Rachel uses multiple, including this one, the over-the-counter nasal decongestion inhaler levomethamphetamine. Just as the name implies, the active ingredient, methamphetamine. And it's why Rachel believes her drug screens kept coming back positive.
I love my kids more than anything, and it's not, I've never stopped fighting, and I'm never gonna stop fighting. I want my children back.
Atlanta News First Investigates uncovered some labs contracted to do drug screens on behalf of the state do not perform a specialized test that distinguishes legal meth like medicine and inhalers from illicit meth like the street drug. That highly specialized test, known as the DL isomer. It can be expensive, pose technical challenges, and state policy does not require it. In Rachel's case, the state made an error by not performing it, according to an independent toxicology report presented in court on the mom's behalf. Despite their testimony, court records suggest the state did not find Rachel's claims credible. Trial transcripts show DFACS attorneys accused the mother of falsifying paperwork in the past, an allegation Rachel admits. She says she sent an email to the facility where she visited her kids, making it look as if the caseworker granted Rachel permission to see her kids sooner than allowed.
I'm not a dishonest person, but anyone, when they're desperate enough for their children.
Rachel's attorneys are filing an appeal with the state Supreme Court. DFACS does not comment on cases due to confidentiality laws, but after our reporting, the agency says it started the process for an internal audit. Although it remains unclear how often false positives occur, an expert weighs in tonight at 7 o'clock. In the studio, I'm Sierra Cummings, Atlanta News First Investigate.